Hello and welcome back to my channel. This is Amandeep. So let's do a cue card today. Describe a time when you first talked in a foreign language. You should say, where were you, who you were with, what did you talk about, how did you feel about it. Let's get started. It is very common these days for people to learn and communicate in foreign languages. It really aids in boosting the confidence of a person. In my country, along with the national language Hindi and other regional languages, people also communicate in foreign vernaculars like English and French. I too started studying English from my primary classes. I was always a topper in my class, but tad too shy to speak in English. I remember when I was in 5th standard, a new teacher joined our school and was assigned our class. Her name was Mrs. Praveen Brar. So, in the beginning of her first lecture with our class, she asked the students to introduce themselves without using their names. It was indeed an exciting activity, for we had never introduced ourselves in such a different manner. But it was equally nerve-wracking as well, since it involved speaking in English. So finally, the introductions started in the class, and I was probably the 4th or the 5th person. So as I spoke, my heart was beating so fast that it was literally pounding out of my chest. During my introduction, I told her that I enjoyed writing poetry, and unexpectedly, it attracted a question from her, which soon turned into a long conversation. I must add that she was so humble and so polite with me that I didn't even realize when my nervousness turned into a serene calmness. It was this incident that instilled a confidence in me to speak in front of people in English. Mrs. Brad was definitely a huge influence on me. It is because of her guidance and patience that I was able to improve myself in every aspect of my life and groom my personality. I still feel grateful to her for encouraging me to communicate in English. I would like to mention that my very first experience of conversing in a foreign language, that is English, is definitely one of my most cherished moments, thanks to my teacher, Mrs. Praveen Brar. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you. Now let's move on to the follow-up questions. And before we start with the follow-up questions, I would like to mention that Mrs. Praveen Brar was actually my teacher when I was studying in General Gurnam Singh Public School in Sangrur. She was an amazing teacher. I have met multiple teachers in my life, but I have never ever met anybody like her. She was definitely the one who would encourage you to learn things yourself, and that was the best thing about her. So ma'am, if you are out there and you're listening to this video, I just want to tell you that I really miss you, and I'm really grateful to you for everything that you have done. Thank you so much for everything. Alright, so let's get started with the follow-up questions. At what age should children start learning a foreign language? In my opinion, the best time to learn anything is the young age, because at that time we are more susceptible to learning and adapting to new things. So, the sooner a foreign language is being taught to a child, the sooner he or she will become more confident in that particular dialect. What skill is more important, speaking or writing? Well, both skills are equally important, but I am more biased towards speaking. This is because though both the skills use same basis of language and grammar, but speaking needs some additional qualities like confidence and self-trust, which really take time to hone. But once mastered, not only speaking but writing also becomes a piece of cake. Does a person still need to learn another language if he is good in English? Well, it completely depends on the person. Some people learn different languages because it is a necessity in their workplace. But I do know some people who are proficient in English and have no professional requirements or knowledge of any other language, but they still learned the other foreign languages for personal reasons like dating, making friends, traveling, etc. So I think if a person wants to learn another language other than English, then it's always a good thing. Do you think minority languages will disappear? Unfortunately, yes. Globalization has really helped in shrinking the world and bringing people closer. So people are trying to be a part of the global marketplace. But unluckily, in doing so, they are leaving behind their culture, values, customs, and regional languages. So, sadly, in the future, we can expect many languages to become extinct forever. Well, that's the end of it. If you like the video, kindly like, share and subscribe. I'll take your leave for now. You have a great day. Bye bye.